Hello! This is going to be an Armadyl solo that I did last night and was about, I'd say, 8 hours or so after the God Wars update. Maybe a little after that even. But I had some very good luck there earlier in the day and decided to go try and solo before I went to bed. Duoed with a friend and we just did free for all and split it so we didn't have to worry about trying to find a loot share world or anything. And probably like 30 kills in, we get the new shield, the Armadyl buckler, and that was interesting. And expecting it to sell for like 30 mil maybe, and put it in the Grand Exchange for 50 mil after our trip, selling the other loot, and it sold by the time we sold everything else. Then probably about 10 kills later, we got a Armadyl hilt. And not too long after that, we got an Armadyl chestplate. Well, actually, yeah, my friend got the chestplate. I got the buckler and the hilt. He got the chestplate. And then we were dry for a while. We made it up to about 300 kill count between the two of us. And he was joking around, like, saying that, oh, I want to see like the new boots or gloves or something, like, because I haven't seen like anyone get those. And or as we're doing a kill, and right as that dies, we get gloves. And finished up the trip and didn't get anything else, but ended up being 100 mil total in loot split between two people in one 2-hour trip, which is not shabby at all. 50 mil split for those of you who don't want to do math. And yeah, decided to try my luck again, since same world and everything, and since I was having good luck earlier, I figured, well, maybe I'd have some decent luck later too. So before I went to bed, I decided to go solo, just for 3 overloads. And that's what you're watching right now. And there is going to be a drop on this. Sorry to spoil it, but not actually spoil it. But I was happy. And yeah, I'll speed up the clip and we'll resume at that point. Alright, this is just sped up beginning about half hour of the trip before I got what you're about to see. And overall, I like the God Wars update. New drops definitely has more reason for people to be there. The new graphics look pretty cool. I mean, some things are weird. Bosses are look all different now, and especially Nex. Nex got a little bit harder. I went there earlier, did a 4-man with my friend who I duoed Armadyl with, and a couple of his friends. And now, if you didn't know now that Nex will randomly pray deflect range during the fight, so you need to bring some melee weapon and enough of an armor switch so you can get around the negative melee stats of any decent range armor. So that's relatively annoying, because if you don't notice right away, you start getting hit 300s with deflect. And then after that, if that wasn't good bad enough, then blood phase, the siphon and blood sacrifice like happen like twice, or the frequency, so there's less time in between, so you don't have as much time to do damage between siphon and blood sacrifice as you did before. So it just really drains through your supplies now, and it was pretty hard even with 4-man team.
to make it through the blood phase, and we made it through 2 kills, and then the third kill we started running low on supplies, and it was just getting really bad. I messed up once, and it just kind of snowballed from there, and we just ended up leaving because it wasn't worth staying. We wouldn't have been able to finish the kill, and just had to tally out. But I don't know. I don't really like it, especially because I used Royal Crossbow for the Zaros phase instead of Diamond Bolts, and that hits constantly. Hits like around 100 or so, 80s, 100s, except when the Swift Glove effect kicks in and it can hit higher. But if she starts praying deflect range while you're using your Royal Crossbow, it has the bleed effect, and hits constantly, and it's not like a normal crossbow where you hit one big hit. It's kind of split up, and every little hit, no matter how big it would have been, even with the Royal Crossbow, you're never going to hit anything with 300. But every deflect hit hits 300 on you, and if you're not careful, or even if you do switch to your melee weapon fast enough, you can still take 3 or 4 hits because the bleed effect from the Royal Crossbow, and that will just really eat through supplies, definitely making next harder. So I can see the gear rising if they don't change that, and in the long run, I guess. But in the short term, for now, Pernix and Virtus just look terrible. I don't even know what to say. They're just terrible. Virtus looks like Virtus' mask is like a Batman mask crossed with a Torval full helm. It's just bad. They really could have thought out these better. They didn't need to update Pernix and Virtus at all anyway. It looked fine how it was. But I guess Jagex, if it isn't broken, then let's break it. Okay, just killing birds. Not too much going on terribly. Just your usual Armadyl trip. Recently got the Eagle-kite shield and rigor though. Wanted to get those so I can do necks and Armadyl like this and try and make as much as I can before the evolution of combat, and at which point I really doubt I will be playing much, if at all, anywhere. Okay, here we are right as Kriara is spawning, and not much to say at all. Just normal Armadyl solo, you know. Pray range and shoot the birdie. That's pretty much all you have to do. But it does look different now. I think it's kind of weird how Kriara doesn't fly anymore, but you still have to attack it with range. And it kind of looks like the owls from like the Guardians of Ga'Hoole movie. I don't know, that might just be me. And here we are, almost killed. Was going a little bit slow. I forgot Dreadnips. So it was going a bit slower than I normally do. It was getting kind of late when I started, so and right about okay, 0 slots and lots of zeros.
zeros. Oh, there we go. Is it gonna kill it? Oh, we killed him. It explodes now. And what is that? Oh, it's an Armadyl buckler. Oh my goodness, we have a buckler. Number 2 for the day. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you there. Friends chat or private chat is about to get spammed right there. He saw the buckler and hilt and gloves that I got earlier. And yep, here comes the spam. Begging for money. It's weird. You make 90 mil in like a day, and apparently everyone wants to be your best friend. And oh, can I have 5 mil? Can I have 5 mil? Can I have 5 mil? It didn't sell for 35 mil. It dropped quite a bit by this time, but it was still nice. And I will cut to the part where I show the stats and compare it to Eagle-kite shield. Alright. Okay. About an hour later, and an hour and one random event later, actually. Always get a random event when leaving God Wars. XP lamp, and we will get some free summoning XP. Get it closer to 99. Maybe I can get 99 before they ruin the game with Evolution of Combat. But, alright, let's compare. We have the buckler and the Eagle-kite shield, and as you can see, they're fairly similar stats. The Eagle-kite shield still has the better range bonus with +4 more, but in the defense stats, they're +2 more, sorry, and also has less negative mage attack. The Armadyl buckler has less melee attack, negative melee attack bonuses. 5 less defense in the stab and range for the buckler compared to the Eagle-kite shield, and 2 less in the slash and crush categories, and 3 less in the mage. So I guess if you absolutely suck and can't get 200,000 engineering tokens, then go for it. But I'd rather take the Eagle-kite shield with more range bonus, better defense bonuses, and absorb stats, and it looks a lot better. The buckler just looks pretty weird, which I will show here in not too long. It was about time for God Wars to get an update. It's been how it is since the day of release, pretty much. And here we get a look at the buckler. I'll give you a more close-up look in a bit at the Grand Exchange before I sell the thing. And alright. I was trying to see if someone was online. Person who was asking for the money earlier. Not like I was going to give him anything, because no way I would sell for 35 mil or more. Oh, pin. Well, I'll be right back. Okay, few minutes later. Let's zoom in here and first off, you can see how absolutely terrible Pernix looks now. It is, but now and Zarate Bow. Zarate Bow right there. That person looks alright out of all of the items that were changed. I'd say that Zarate Bow looks the best, but I still like the old one better. You can see me wearing Pernix right there, unfortunately. It used to be at least in my opinion, one of the best looking armors in the game. Maybe not the absolute best. Alright, buckler wasn't selling at 40 mil. So let's look. This is still zoomed out in there, I guess. But it almost, to me, it kind of looks like Void did right after the graphical update. It does not look like Pernix at all. If anything, the only thing that could have really used an update was the cowl, but even still, I don't think that needed an update. It used to look great. Could wear it with pretty much anything. And now, it's just weird. Still the best armor in the game, or for ranging, but it just looks terrible. And especially when you start taking off other gear items like cape, shield, gloves, and everything, it just starts looking worse and worse the more you remove. Back of the chaps looks pretty weird. And you have this extremely weird bump on your chest. It just kind of points out right there for no reason. I hate it. When I first logged in and saw it, I rage logged and didn't log back in. Anyways, this is the buckler. A little more up close. Don't make fun of my explorer's ring, please. Here it is with nothing else wielded. It looks more like a wing on your arm than a shield or anything. Doesn't look like it could be very protective at all to me. I don't get how an item like that could have any defensive stats whatsoever. But I won't be using it. I have an Eagle-kite shield and no reason whatsoever to use one. But makes for good profit. And that's all that matters, right? I'll pause while it's selling the great exchange and we'll resume here. And we can see that it just sold for just right under 30 mil. Pretty much exactly 30 mil minus a few GB. And that makes the total loot from the trip 30.9 mil. Like 244k in cash, I think, and dwarf weed seeds, noted dwarf weeds, all that fun stuff, and that's about it. Alright, and here's my adventures log after the day. It was a very good day of PVM. I haven't had this much luck in quite a while, and it was definitely a good day. Fairly good update, I guess. Be good for the next day, maybe, so I can keep making this one. And here we are. We have Armadyl Hilt, Graphical, and Armadyl Buckler, God Sword Shard 1, and a pair of Armadyl gloves. And as I said earlier, right before that Armadyl Hilt right there was an Armadyl Buckler. And right after the hilt, well, not right after the hilt, but probably not too terribly long after, we got an Armadyl chestplate. And that's it. Thanks for watching.